Hey the trainers, how you all doing? This is Sharigama speaking, bringing you more Great League battles in the Co-Battle League. And today I've decided to come up with a nice team composition, somewhat spicy, with Perrserker in the lead, Alomomola and Galvantula in the back. Obviously you have to be really careful with Perrserker since he's extremely fragile. He can't really take a hit, so you gotta be smart with your shielding. But he has a nice coverage with its moves, Shadow Claw, Foul Play and Close Combat. Galvantula in the back gives a decent cover against the Azumarill, and Alomomola in the back gives a decent cover against the Galarian Stunfisk you see right now and Alolan Merak. Alomomola is actually another great Pokemon. The waterfall actually hits pretty hard and is extremely tanky, but his charge move generation is really slow, so this is something to think about as well. And right now we are in a good position. I was able to farm a lot of energy with Alomomola against the Azumarill, and the Hydro Pump will one-shot the Galarian Stunfisk. Good game. The way I like to play the Galarian Stunfisk lead is by throwing the close combat right away, and I either grab a shield or I take the Galarian Stunfisk really low, so I know I can reach the close combat before the Galarian Stunfisk reaches its Earthquake. So if I shield, I don't shield because I expect a bait, and by doing so I'm able to get to another close combat which will grab his second shield or grab his health. Whatever is good for me, and right now I'm in a 2 shield advantage and I can come with Alomomola and farm a lot of energy. And the opponent have Venusaur in the back, so I throw the super effective Psychic and Bell into Galvantula. And right now the opponent have Ground Bull, but shields are down, so I'm in a good position. This is a good game. A fighter in the lead, which Perrserker doesn't want to see at all, honestly, so I bell immediately into my safe swap Galvantula. I like to put my safe swap at the 3rd position, I just feel more comfortable that way. And the opponent decides to come with Jirachi, and right now I go straight away into my Perrserker. I don't wait the clock because it's a favorable match for Perrserker, but as you can see he's extremely fragile and not very effective Confusion or Doom Desire still do a lot of damage. So I actually decide to let it go and have 2 shield advantage with my Alomomola. And right now I'm gonna farm. I decide to take the Doom Desire because it's not very effective. I decide to not shield that as well, which was extremely risky. And right now I'm really low, but it's a Razor Leaf on the back, so I have nothing to do and I lose this game with 2 shields. Good game. An Altaria lead, and you can see how fragile the Perrserker is because you can see how much damage the Altaria do with its resisted Dragon Breath damage and Sky Attack. I decided to not let the Altaria try to farm me down, and I bell immediately into my Galvantula, which thankfully I was able to farm it and have lunge ready for the Scrafty. I'm able to throw another lunge before this crafty reaches its second charge move, and it's Ferrothorn in the back. So now I have to shield that because my Alomomola doesn't want to see this Ferrothorn, and I'm able to get to another lunge, and this is good game. Another lead which you might think it might be favorable for the Perrserker, but again, like the Dragon Breath damage, the Razor Leaf are really oppressive and the Perrserker is really fragile. So if the Victreebel actually decides to invest Pulse Shields, he actually wins this. I know that, so I bail into my safe swap. Unfortunately, he has Bastudon in the back, so right now I'm hoping to get to another lunge, which I am, and I decide to come with Perrserker because I know he can't farm me down because he's debuffed, so I make him spend his energy, and I come with my Alomomola and farm it all the way down. The Stonehenge does nothing, he comes with his Victreebel. To be honest, the opponent should have switched and then throw the charge move to get his debuff cleared, and it's Mew in the back. I made a mistake by throwing the Psychic. I should have thrown the Hydro Pump right away. That was panic click. Good game. And a Zoomer Relate, which obviously Perrserker doesn't want to see, so I bail into my safe swap and they counter swap into Altair. Right now I decided to lower the Altair's attack, and thanks to that I am able to get, if I shield right there, I am able to get to another charge move, which otherwise I wouldn't be able. But because they didn't shield, I am able to actually farm them all the way down and have a charge move ready for whatever comes in. They actually decided not to shield the discharge, and I know they have a lot of energy, so I decide to come with my Alomomola and soak all their energy. And they have Play Rough and Ice Beam, so right now I sack swap into my Perrserker. I know I can tank Play Rough or an Ice Beam and farm a bit of energy, and it's Galarian Stunfisk in the back, so I throw the close combat, I take the shield, I decide not to shield right there. Unfortunately, I am not able to get to another close combat. I make a huge call right there by not shielding this rock slide, and I should have thrown the Psychic honestly, and right now the waterfall damage is so oppressive that I am able to take the Galarian Stunfisk into a Psychic range, and this is a good game. I Nipplonade, and the opponent decided to switch right away, and to be honest, I could have thrown the close combat and maybe take its shield, because the opponent actually placed it extremely well. They don't shield their Umbreon, they decide to sack it, and then they come with their Hypno and they are able to farm all the way down. And right now I'm thinking I'm in a good position because it stays, but with all its energy he has 2 charge moves ready, so throw one knowing I would shield, and Right there I maybe should have kept my energy, because I needed the energy for the Hypno. Yeah, I definitely should have kept the energy, because I could have taken the Scrafty down or taken his last shield with Alomomola, and right now my only plan is to take the Scrafty low enough so I can farm it down to have foul play ready for the Hypno. But unfortunately it was too low and I wasn't able to reach to a foul play, and this is a good game. Another example of how fragile Perrserker is, because he can't really take a hit from Lapras. I decided to throw the close combat right away and it lands. They have a Zoomer in the back, so I switched because I didn't want them to farm it down. And I didn't want to waste all the energy on Perrserker. And it's Alomomola in the back. Thankfully I saved the energy on my Perrserker because I needed my Alomomola healthy for the Azumarill matchup. So I come with my Perrserker and I throw the foul play right away. They decide not to shield and I switch right into my Alomomola because I didn't want them to farm me down. I have a shield advantage and this is a good game. Swampert lead, obviously I can't switch into Galvantula, and I can't really switch into Alomomola because they counter switch. So I decided to sack the Perrserker and grab a shield. I make an extremely risky play right there by committing to the farm down against the Swampert and not committing any shields. But thankfully their defense dropped right there. So the Volt switch from Galvantula do a lot of damage. I always charge one extra for this exact moment because I have energy advantage and I'm able to throw the charge move before they are able to throw theirs, and because I saved the shields for my Galvantula, I'm able to win this game. Good game. And that will be it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.